Hello, hello, good evening, everyone. This is Jarrod Alberich, the yard sale artist, coming to you from the Long Box Crusade with an episode of Death Probe Draws. This is a longer episode for the evening time, and I will be joined. Oh, looks like I am joined by our old friend Mark Hatherly from beautiful
Hello.
Bermuda. Welcome back, Mark.
Yep, thank you, sir.
And we're going to be doing some drawing, and it looks like perhaps some inking tonight. I see some things on Mark's table that I like the look of. But I've
it's going to be between this and maybe I'll do a quick headshot of somebody, you know?
Okay, yeah, whatever you want to do. You know, I'm kind of doing the same thing. I've got a piece that I'm going to work on tonight, and then I've got Mark's pencils on this amazing Spider-Man drawing that I will start inking if I end up finishing this piece soon. But I'm planning on tonight's session to be one of our about 90-minute sessions. We'll probably go to about 6:30 Central. I think that's 8:30 for Mark.
Yep.
And I just want to say hi to everybody in the chat. Hello, GLHG. Hello, Noah the Hyper Potato. Hello, Duchess. Hello, Bob Busta.
Yep. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
And thanks for having me again, Jarrod.
Oh, you know you're a regular on this program.
Yeah.
Always welcome.
I'm trying to force my way in, you know?
Yeah, I know, right? Welcome back, Chola 23712 from the Wolf Pack. So we're gonna get to some drawing. We're gonna be happy to take any questions you have tonight. I'm gonna see which layout I like best. Do you guys like that? Ooh, starry background, or do you like a little more zoomed in? Decisions. I'll tell you what else I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can put on some of those sweet tunes by Joe November for our background music.
Yeah, that works.
Thanks for coming in, Kill AQB from Twitter. He likes it zoomed, so you were the first one to sound off, so zoomed it is. Everybody else doesn't get a vote because Kill AQB said it first. Just bear with me if the screen goes a little crazy for a second, folks. I'm going to try to set it up so we can listen to some sweet tunes of Joe November. Let's see. I want to put. There we go. And let me get my music going.
Right.
And let me know out there about the volume level versus Mark and I's talk level. You know, it's computers, so it always messes up whenever you don't want it to. So let me know if you can hear Mark and I and the volume level is well balanced. If we need to turn the music up, we need to turn us up. I can work with that. We're going to listen to the sweet sounds of Joe November. He just released an album last week. You can get it on any of your music download services. It is called Beats Without Homes, and yours truly did the cover art for it, so I hope you like what you see when you go there. We'll look up Beats Without Homes by Till November. It's a collaboration project between MC Till and Joe November. And we're going to listen to that album in the background when we draw. So if you like what you hear, please go out and support him. Again, it's called Beats Without Homes. You can get it on Google Play. You can get it on Apple Music, anywhere. Spotify. Really appreciate it. And I'm going to get started on my piece.
Yep, I'm going to be good about the same myself. Okay, let's see. Maybe I'll do a little torso shot.
And we all know that Mark's going to do about 8 pieces in the time it takes me to do one. So
Yeah.
let's all hang in there and have some fun. You know what? What am I thinking? I got to go heavy marker first. It's been such a long time since I've done one of these straight up black and white pieces. I forgot how to do this. So I'm going to be doing a straight up black and white. I got 11 by 17 in landscape tonight. And first person to guess it wins the prize of me giving them a thumbs up on the screen. So good luck. Thanks, Duchess. Everybody hit that like button. Hey, welcome, MK Billion. I saw you sneak in there. Make sure you hit the like button if you're not already subscribed to this Long Box Crusade channel. Please subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. Mark and I are going to draw for your pleasure. We're going to answer your questions. we're going to listen to some Joe November beats. Oh, I should have given myself a little more room to work here. I'm going to move some stuff. It's almost like I should have known I was doing a live stream. Boy, when I first started out, I used to do these black and white marker pieces using just Sharpies like all the time. It's been a while since I did one of these, so I was kind of excited to get back to it. Look at that. Noah the Hyper Potato hitting home runs right out of the box. I am doing a Dan Aykroyd from Ghostbusters.
Nice.
And now you got to guess what Mark's doing. Noah the Hyper Potato's guess is it the Punisher?
You mind?
Yes.
No. Not quite.
He says not quite. I've got a guess, but I'm not playing, so I'm not going to even guess this yet. Oh, I'll be doing lots of putting down some black ink tonight. I hope everybody's having a great Tuesday evening. Looks like Bob Buster's guess is that you're doing a Deadpool.
No.
That is also the Duchess's guess.
Deadpool, no.
Kirk says, is Mark drawing me based on the pictures I've been sending to Jarrod? No. So I'm drawing a little Ray stance. Oh. Dan Aykroyd from Ghostbusters. So let's get some chat going. What do you guys think about the new Ghostbusters movie that's dropping this year? Are you excited? Are you nervous for it? What are your thoughts?
I'm ready for it.
You ready for it, Mark?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah. I'll mark me down for excited. I'm just a huge Ghostbusters fan. It's definitely my favorite movie of the 80s, and it's quite possibly my favorite movie all time. Of course, that favorite movie of all time is if we remove James Bond movies from the equation. James Bond movies are my forever thing, but definitely my favorite 80s movie is Ghostbusters. Let's see. Anybody got anything in the chat yet on Ghostbusters? Nope, but we got is Mark drawing Bucky. Man, that's a Daredevil if I ever saw one. Come on. I think I won the prize.
Not quite.
No.
I guess it's somewhat of a Daredevil.
Bob Buster guessed Netflix Daredevil. Duchess says, yeah, I'm ready to see what they have for the new Ghostbusters movie. I think they should have more of the old guys in the last one. Yeah, I agree. I didn't hate the last one as much as a lot of people straight up hated it. But I think there could have been a lot more. I don't hate a lot of things. So, like, I hated things when I was in my youth, but now that I'm older, it's like,
Yeah, you learn to just take it for what it is.
You just go, it's not for me, and that's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
This has been Perspectives with Jarrod and Mark.
Yeah.
We'll square your life away on this show, man.
Yeah, you learn to choose your battles wisely, huh?
You do. You really do. I have learned to tell myself, whenever I'm suspicious of whether or not I'm going to like a movie, before I even started, I sit down, I center myself, and I say, Jarrod, you don't gain anything by not liking this movie.
Yeah.
So just give it a shot. Open your mind and give it a shot. I find I enjoy things more that way.
Yep. I mean, because it's easy to get caught up in all the hype and the madness and the controversy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm guilty. I can't lie. But like you say, you try after a while to sort of get out of that train of thought, you know?
Yep. Somewhere along the line, we got mature.
Yeah.
Chola says that she just finished watching Quantum of Solace right before we went live. That's a good choice. You know, we love the James Bond. And I think the Quantum of Solace episode from On Her Majesty's Secret podcast that I'm on, that released a few weeks ago. And our Skyfall episode will be coming out on Monday. Noah the Hyper Potato says he hates taxes and pants. All right. Odd combination of things to hate, but all right, you do you, buddy.
Yep.
I mean, nobody likes taxes, but pants? Where's the hate for pants come from, man? Come on.
Yeah, you must have some choice. I mean, I can understand you hate long pants or something like that. No, that's serious.
He doesn't like people to tell him what to do. One of those things he doesn't like to be told what to do is wear pants. Hope everybody's having a wonderful night tonight. Enjoying these smooth jams for Joe November. We had a pretty lovely day here in Sweet Home, Alabama.
Nice. Had a pretty good day ourselves here.
Why don't you just tell us when you don't have good days?
Yeah, I know.
All the time, you know?
That'll probably be the easier way.
Bermuda Mark over there, living the sweet life in Bermuda.
That'd probably
Although
be the easy option.
I did have to go to my local post office today, which
I heard that didn't go for so well.
Not the preferred thing I'd like to do. I have a couple of post offices in my area, and I had to go to the one that my main one, the one that services me, is yeah. Anyway, so that was not fun, but I got everything done.
That's it.
Got it all done and came to a good agreement, and excellent. Trying to track down a package that somebody sent me from Bermuda. I don't know who it was. The funny thing, I wish I could show you the slip. The slip that they left on my door actually says the package is from. It said the person sending the package is, and then they just wrote Bermuda.
Nice.
So apparently you're representing the whole country now.
Apparently.
It's a lot of pressure, man.
Yeah. Don't tell anyone.
I mean, I nicknamed him Bermuda Mark. I didn't know it was going to go this far.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
All right, for all you art connoisseurs at home, I'm going low tech tonight. I'm going very yard sale artist. I'm using nothing but Sharpie. I'm using Sharpie no bleed pens to do all my edge, so it'll give it a crisp and sharp edge. So you'll see me put down a thick line with a regular Sharpie, and then I'll go back around it with the no bleed to give it a harder edge so it won't be as fuzzy. And then you'll see me filling in blacks with these king size and magnums. And that's it. That's all I'm using tonight. It's very old school yard sale artist. Kirk knows what I'm talking about. The Hyper Potato knows what's up. He's got some of my older pieces. Ah, there you go. I think Bob Buster's got it. I'll put it on the big board. Is Mark drawing Nightwing?
Yes, sir.
Ding, 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 ding.
There you go. I knew somebody would figure it out sooner or later.
Oh, that's cool, Chola. I'm glad you've been watching the movies along with us as we do the podcast. It's so much fun to do that. There's a couple of podcasts that I listen to that sort of navigate me through topics, and that's always great. I really appreciate you joining us. We're happy to have you on our team. I'm kind of hoping maybe some of the long box guys might stop by tonight. They have the link.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Check in and see.
Just to say hi, huh?
See, Duchess, I think, has a question about my trip to the post office. How many bleeps did you have? You know, I pride myself on when I have to go and do an uncomfortable trip like that. I pride myself in maintaining my composure, not using any language.
Yeah, that's the thing, huh? You have to try to be so professional about it.
I try to remember that most of the people you talk to are just employees, just cogs in the machine, you know, and I go out of my way to not say things like, you know, let's say they didn't do this, but let's say they lost the package. I do my best to not say to the person at the counter, you lost my package. I say the post office lost my package.
Yeah,
it's not personal. It's not them. They didn't do it.
Right.
You know, or if you got to call somebody on customer service, you know, your internet's out. You call them, you say, hey, you guys lost my internet. You guys is okay, but try to drop the U's. Just say, hey, my internet service is out. You'll go further in life. Trust me, people.
Yeah. More wise words of wisdom.
That's right. We give you so much on this show. We give you sweet beats. We give you art. We give you life advice. So, like, for the last 2 years, I've gone to Dragon Con. I have a finished, Winston piece, and I have a finished Venkman piece, but I didn't have Egon or Ray to go with it. And there's this couple that has come the last 2 years to Dragon Con to be like, hey, we got the other two. Is the next one ready yet? And I've been like, no, I haven't done it yet. It's been 2 years. So I was like, I got to get off my butt and do at least another Ghostbuster so I can give them something when I see them in Atlanta this year.
Yeah, they'd be looking for it, huh?
I know. I've been slacking off. I've got a great Egon model picture that I want to use. But the problem with it is it's portrait, and all three of the other ones are in landscape.
Oh, right.
It's like decisions. Do I use it because I really like the look? Or do I try to find something in landscape so all four are landscape? You know what? Let me know in the chat. If you were to buy a complete set of all four Ghostbusters, would it bother you that one was portrait and the rest were landscape? I want to hear from you in the chat. I want to hear from everybody who's watching. Let me know in the chat. Is it okay if one of the four is portrait and the others are landscape, or would that just bother you and be a deal breaker? I have to know. Hey, thanks for the shout out, GLHC, with one of the best. I'll put it up on the big board. One of the best podcasts out there. We appreciate that. Oh, I think GLHG's out there awarding medals, so I'll just put this up on the scroll bar at the bottom. Just let that scroll for a little while. Enjoy that, GLHG. I have a pre-made scroll bar just for you. All right. Now, Nova the Hyper Potato says it's a deal breaker if one of them is different. It's portrait, not landscape. But I really don't listen to anything he ever says, so I'm interested in other people. GLHG says he wouldn't mind. And GLHG and Duchess said that she wouldn't mind. GLHG asked, what is the commission you get asked for the most? Ooh, I think I know the answer to that. Do you have a commission that you could ask for the most? Bermuda Mark?
I don't do much commissions, believe it or not. It's pretty hard here, like where I am. Like that's why
It's trickier when you live.
trying to make a name for myself, you know.
Yeah, it is much trickier when you live out there.
Yeah, like not that much people like Comic Con. They like a lot of watercolor paint, I guess. Maybe I gotta start doing that.
I would say that I definitely get. It's the book page sketch, and that I do on the sketches I do on book pages stuff. But it's Hermione or Harry.
Oh, Harry Potter stuff
on book pages from Harry Potter.
Yeah, people love Harry Potter though.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure.
I pretty much, when I go to, especially like even if it's not commissioned, when I go to shows and I set out my book page sketches, those are the boom first ones to go.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's the Harry Potter book page. Hey, welcome Hyperion's Atomic Vision. First time watching. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, that's I just did a couple commissions for him, and I'm more than happy to do it. I appreciate your support and trusting me with your projects, and I'll be working on another one tomorrow. Right now, as you can see, I'm working on a little Dan Aykroyd from Ghostbusters, and Bermuda Mark is working, I think, his 7th drawing of the stream now that we're 21 minutes in, and it's Nightwing.
We're moving relatively slow tonight. Figured I'll just slow it down a bit. Maybe
That's right. I want you to go fast because I know what your backup piece is.
Yeah, I mean, I got a couple pages knocked off fast, and then I slow it down again. It's so time consuming, Not that it's not enjoyable.
No, I hear you. I mean, there's a reason that I pretty much punked out on doing the inks on that book. Is it's just like, man, I've got all these other books I'm making. And I remember I talked about like just maybe I'll just hire an inker, and you were like, I can do it.
yeah, exactly. Put my foot in my mouth, huh?
Yeah, like you'll regret that.
Yep.
If you're enjoying the music and you just joined us, just a quick reminder: this is Joe November. He just dropped this new album on all your digital media platforms. It's called Beats Without Homes. Yours truly did the cover for it. I encourage you to please purchase this via iTunes, Google Play, anywhere you get digital music. Support Joe. He's an ex-military man like myself.
Oh, nice.
We met at comm officer training in 1999. We've been best friends ever since.
Every time I hear you say that about the military, I always think it's so fascinating because, like I said, in my mind, it's like I only watch movies about that stuff. You know what I mean? to think somebody actually like lives that life is crazy.
It's an interesting life to live, I can tell you.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really imagine, but I can only imagine. I couldn't do it. Believe you me.
You'd be amazed at what you can do.
Well, that's true. I guess, yeah, you'd be surprised, huh?
By far the best thing about the military is the people.
Yeah, you must make some life lasting connections, I must say.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I haven't checked in the chat in a little while. Let's see what's going on. Yep, hit that like button. Thank you, Duchess. I could probably turn off the scrolling banner now for just for GLHC. John Beatty shows up in the chat strictly to request Dad Rap. Unfortunately, Dad Rap isn't on Joe's new album that we're listening to, John. So you might not get any Dad Rap tonight. I only save that for the very best of podcast or live streams that I do, like John's.
All right, let me bring out some ink or something.
Hey, do what you got to do.
Yep.
Everybody's swarming me for some Dad Rap, huh? That's how it's gonna be.
Go for it.
I don't know if I'm ready for that tonight. Gotta be in just the right headspace for the Dad Rap. Well, we're about 25 minutes in tonight. And I think Mark's on his 9th drawing. And I'm just plugging away. Usually these black and white 11x17s, neighborhood of about 4 hours. Now, I already did the prep work and laid down the pencil framework on it, so that'll save me time. But I'd be very surprised if I actually finish this on tonight's stream, especially since I gotta keep looking up, checking the chat. Hoping one of my long box buddies would stop by tonight and be our chat checker. Or chat. It's hard to say. Chat checker. There we go. Chat checker. Checking the chat. Good question, Duchess. Will I be putting Dad Rap on iTunes? I mean, it's currently available for free over at Joe November's SoundCloud page. Just go to SoundCloud and search Joe November and check his tracks. You'll find my Dad Rap on there. If it goes to iTunes anytime in the future, that will be up to Joe. I mean, I wouldn't say no to it. It does need to it needs to take the world by storm. We need more Dad Rap in our lives.
Yep.
Let's see. Noah says John should join the stream and draw him an 11x17 Punisher at a huge discount since I just bought new brakes. Noah's always looking for them deals. GLHG, Mark, got a question. Do you draw fast because of technique, or is it just something that happens? Just
I guess a little bit of both. I mean, it's depends on what I'm drawing, really. A lot of times when I do stuff like this, it's like I think the faster you go in the beginning, the more energy you get into it, into the actual picture. Because as you start to refine it, you lose a lot of the energy. So the more energy in the beginning, I think when you finally get down to that last piece, it doesn't look too stiff and unnatural, if that makes any sense.
Interesting process question. Good question, GLHG. John Beatty says he thinks Dad Rap needs an update. It's been 4 years because he knows the story behind the Dad Rap. I laid the lyrics down over 4 years ago. Just me and a microphone. No beat or nothing. Just laid the lyrics down. Send it to Joe November. Because we kind of goofing around about maybe doing some Dad Rap. 4 years later on my birthday, he sends it back. He's produced it, put an awesome beat to it and everything. He's like, happy birthday, dude. I had forgotten about it. Speaking of Joe November, check out this beat. That's pretty awesome. I'm going to be going to see Joe next month in San Antonio. We're going to it's the 35th anniversary, I think, of Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and Paul Rubens is doing a showing of the movie.
Oh, wow.
And so me and Joe got tickets to that. We're going to go see that.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
You know it. Noah the Hyper Potato says he was trained by the art sale artist, always hunt down the deals. You're dang right. That's step one. Hunt those deals.
Nothing wrong with that.
I go out every weekend hunting them deals. Oh man, I wanted to say hey and thanks everybody who stopped by to watch us draw tonight and chat with us a bit. So it looked like I might have missed something in the chat. So those of you with the eagle eye on the chat will have to let me know, except for Kirk, because he'll lie. So most people weren't bothered if one of the 4 of the set of Ghostbusters drawings is portrait when all the others are landscape. Most people are okay with that. Was Kirk the only negative one on it? Were there others that I might have missed because I was drawn and not looking at the chat? Let me know. Hello, if you're in the if you're watching right now, be sure to drop us a line in the chat. I see we've got a few folks watching. Don't be shy. Say hello. Ask a question. We did pose the question earlier about since I'm drawing Ray from the Ghostbusters. Is anybody out there super excited about the new Ghostbusters coming out this year, or nervous about it, or whatever your thoughts are? We want to know, man. We want to know. We're the chillest of live streams, Bob. I mean, we could be less chill if you want. I could get Mark to just like run around screaming for 15, 20 minutes if that's what you like. You know, he'll do it.
My problem is that once I start drawing, I go quiet.
Yeah, I know. I know. I have to remember that there's an audience there.
Yeah, that's like myself too. And I heard you talking. I said, "Well, okay, they're still the down for now."
I try to blend my podcasting skills with my drawing skills.
Yeah, exactly.
When I do these,
I must say it does take a bit of getting used to, you know.
What up, Storm Wolf? Ow! Are you part of the Wolf Pack, Storm Wolf? Let's see what's going on in the chat. GLHG. If I would pick something Jarrod draw, it would be the Tintin commission he did for Ruth and Darren. That was really awesome. Hey, thanks, GLHG. Very kind of out of my wheelhouse, you know. I'm not really, I've never drawn a Tintin before. That was my first ever. But Darren and Ruth are great clients for me. They get something, 1 or 2 pieces a year from me. And when they hit me with that Tintin, I was like, man, I will figure it out.
I used to love Tintin too as a young boy.
I think Tintin is fascinating because, like, you loved it as a young boy, right? In Bermuda. And I loved it as a young boy. I think, like, Tintin binds us all in some way. Like, no matter what culture you were in, you were rocking some Tintin.
Yep.
All right, Storm Wolf, part of that Wolf Pack. That's what I like to hear. We love the Wolf Pack. Yes, we do. Well, I have made 2 mistakes right there. I bled over twice on that circle. So now you're going to get to watch me cover a mistake. And you know what? That is 90% of the confidence in inking is knowing how to fix a mistake.
You got that right.
Once you figure out how to fix a mistake, your confidence for ink work will go higher. So I have just hidden said mistake. And no one will ever know. Unless, of course, they watch the live stream. Oh, y'all check out this beat right here by Joe November and MC Till. If that doesn't put a little pep in your step, I don't know what will.
tell on me, girl, I won't tell on me, girl, I want to. If you don't tell on me, girl, I won't tell on me, girl, I won't tell on me, girl, I want to. If you don't
No, you can tell Mark and I are in the zone.
Yeah, my apologies.
All right, it's what we do. That's all right. This is a great little tune. People should be enjoying it. Pep in my step.
I ran out of decent paper, right? I gotta get some more. I was scrounging around today, erasing off stuff and trying to find some paper to use.
The old paper was out.
Yeah. It's amazing how fast you go through stuff, like when you actually start to.
I hear you. I'm using a just a 11 by 17 Bristol paper over here. What you on today?
This I think is 9 by 12. I can't remember what grade paper it was. I found it in my stack of old stuff underneath my bed. Hope that don't sound too bad, you know.
That's all right. We got to start somewhere.
Yeah, the book that I had picked up, I just got the sketchbooks. It was just an old sketchbook I had picked up. So I can't remember the grade of the paper. I like to use the Strathmore Smooth or I think it's the Vellum. Those are pretty nice, just for doing this type of stuff. Obviously, if I'm doing like actual page work, I like to use the smooth paper. I find it works better for me. Some people like a little bit of rough or grade paper.
Oh, I'm with you, man. I like the smooth.
Yeah, I like the smooth stuff.
Look at John Beatty's holding us hostage over there. He said, "I'll give the stream a thumbs up only if I hear dad rap." Y'all on this dad rap, man. I know y'all love it. All right, let's give the people what they want. I will pause the Joe November Beats Without Home CD. I will pull up the Joe November page. And I think the volume on that's too loud. All right. Playing dad rap.
Go for it.
I'm an old gamer in my 40s.
There you go, guys. Enjoy.
Time to tell my story. I'm a gamer in my 40s, and it started with Atari on a black. And man, I'm not even sorry. It was red square versus blue square, and imagination had to take me there. Except for black and white TV, it was a gray square and a gray square. No high definition and no cellular phones. I had to pretend the gray square was Indiana Jones. Next came Nintendo. Talk about my mind blown. We had Link,
I need that thumbs up now, John Beatty.
How many lawns did I have to mow to get my hands on just enough dough? And you don't even know, but I did it for show. And I took my hard-earned cash to the store, ran upstairs with my new Nintendo, moved all my He-Mans and G.I. Joes, picked it all up.
Rapping to my own rap, y'all.
Same black and white TV, man, it's got to go.
Rapping to my own rap. It's next level.
Oh, snap.
Good.
What I just see. Portable Nintendo, and it's waiting for me. They call it Game Boy, and I can't wait to see all the sweet games that can travel with me. We're talking Zelda, Batman, even Tetris for free. Man, I'm hip deep in game ecstasy. First, I gotta buy some AA batteries. Let's see how amazing it can be. Power it on, and what do I see? A black and white screen staring right back at me.
They had a rap.
Yeah,
Now it's high school.
It's happening right now in your life.
Spot. A color TV to join the modern age. I scored a used Genesis, and I thought I was all that because I could use the blood code and Mortal Kombat. I got 16 bits on my color screen. I'm rocking something called Blast Processing, a blue hedgehog who runs really fast, but Nintendo hits back with a link to the past. I'm addicted to that Zelda, so I got to run out and get that Super NES. Yeah, that's no doubt. I keep glancing at my Genesis. Man, what's next? Sega answers back with a 32X and a Sega CD to slap on the side. Man, Sega really knew how to pimp out that ride.
Hope everybody's enjoying this.
I am.
Now I'm in college, Auburn University. My roommate has a PS1. Best roommate, showing up for class and making good grades. It's really hard to do when you're Tomb Raiding caves. That Sony game system, man,
Yeah, that's the joint.
Metal Gear Solid, that game was on point. Castlevania, Symphony of the Night. There's no rhyme here. It's simply the best game ever. Nintendo drops the N64, Ocarina of Time, man. Need I say more? And in these college years, no party was fly unless somebody busted out that golden eye. Now I'm married, scoring a PS2. Made sure she was a gamer before I said I do. She's into RPGs like Dragon Quest.
Bob
I'm
Buster
telling
gives it a
y'all,
thumbs up.
This girl's the best. I'm in the military. And I'm in Iraq. Seems every G guy has an Xbox in the pack.
I
That
see you,
sucker
job
weighs
baiting.
15 pounds, that's the truth. It's the only gaming system that might be bulletproof. I finished my war, headed home at last. Got a big stack of games for Dreamcast. Underrated system with some really great games. D2 and Dino Crisis, just to name names.
Don't worry, folks. It's almost over.
Out of the military and its civilian life. Just me, my boy, and of course my wife. Upgrading now to PS3, 360, and of course a Wii. Keeping up with my faves like Castlevania, Tomb Raider, and Legend of Zelda. The wife is still rocking her RPGs, playing with the boy with the Lego series. And along with PS4 and Xbox One, my wife and I have our second son. With this many gamers, there's one thing to do: buy some more TVs and a Wii U. So here I am, career wife, 2 kids. Not a lot of time for gaming, but I squeeze it in. I get a
I
couple
thought I had a better
once a month. Can't game all the time, but it's fun.
better rock band in this one.
So listen up while I drop some truth. When you're playing online with an old man, maybe take it easy on him whenever you can. Yeah, you're better than me. You play every day. I've got work, wife, kids, and bills to pay. So before teabagging me and calling me new, remember the old gamers who built this gaming. It got a hold of me.
Listen to that breakdown.
My first love
Love it.
with Atari. Yeah, that flows better. Yeah, that's some dad rap right there. Broad dad rap. Good luck, Joe. I love you.
All right. We have fulfilled the obligations.
I'll go off a little bit of dad rap, you know?
Yep, dad rap has happened. So, John Beatty, we're going to need that thumbs up. And yes, I did write that dope rap, John, to answer your question. GL, how you going to do me like that, man? GL told me he put it on mute while I was dad rapping, man. Thought we were boys, GL. Thought I could count on you, man. Thank you, John Beatty, for that thumbs up. Thanks for stopping by and saying hello and extorting me for some dad rap. Well, that Nightwing is coming along pretty nice.
Yeah, this brush pan's not really taken to this paper that good. Not how I expected it to, but hey, yeah, it could be worse, huh?
Half of it is a learning experience, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to keep your sanity in the art game. When you try something new, remind yourself, I'm trying something new. It's okay. It's a learning mission. In the military, we call it a fact-finding mission. You're not supposed to win. You're supposed to find out some information. Fact-finding mission.
Yep. Can't say I knew that, but hey, learn something new every day, huh?
And John's right. Snoop Dogg does need to cover my my dad rap. hanging out with a Tuesday night with me and Mickety Mark Hatherly.
Yup, in the flesh.
Laying down some tracks, having a good time. Hope you guys are having a good evening.
I'm just, to be honest with you, I actually like doing what you said. I'm just like experimenting with different stuff I have here and this.
Hey man, half the fun.
What better time to try it, huh?
You got that right. Just having a little fun on here with some friends.
Let's see what this one's like.
Oh, then we got some questions in the chat. Let's see. Jared GLHG says, Jared, just realized we need a music video. I'm on it. John says, I'm not reading John's comment. But the Duchess asks a good one for discussion. So I will put it to my friend Mark and people in the chat. Who is your favorite Ghostbuster? Mark, you get to go first. Mark's not going to answer.
What's that? I'm sorry. What was the question? My apologies.
Mark, you get.
Hello?
No problem. What's your favorite Ghostbuster?
My favorite Ghostbuster?
Yeah, your favorite Ghostbuster.
The character or the movie?
Whatever you want, man. But I think the question is the character. What's your favorite Ghostbusters character?
I think I like Dan Aykroyd.
Ah, the one I'm drawing now.
Yeah, because he actually summoned the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. That was like one of
the
my
way
favorite.
he delivers that line.
Yeah, that was like one of my favorite.
Man.
One of the favorite of all time. You know?
Yeah, Ray is definitely the lovable Ghostbuster.
Yeah, I got to say, I have to admit.
Man, I have two favorites, which I know isn't fair, but I like Peter, just because he's Peter. Just because he's Venkman. Yeah, but I'm actually really fond of Winston.
Yeah,
I don't think Winston gets enough love, and he's such an important character to make the movie work, and I'll explain that. He wins in this crazy world of like sci-fi and ghosts and all this. Winston is basically playing the role of the audience. He's the guy who's like, this is nuts, this makes no sense, but he makes it believable for the audience because here's this regular guy. And Winston has a pretty cool backstory that not a lot of people know. I think it was really only explored in the comics.
Right.
But Winston is a former United States Marine, which I think is really cool. I guess I'm biased because I like military characters, but
yeah.
I was like, oh, that's a cool thing.
Yep. I actually forgot about Winston and that, like his role. I forgot what his character portrayed in that movie. Yeah. Like you tend to forget. I mean, I haven't seen it for quite some time.
Winston he's easy to forget sometimes because he doesn't even show up in the first one until
it's a while right before they hire him on.
Halfway, 2/3 through the movie. But man, I really like him in the second one. Ghostbusters 2 is interesting too because a lot of people out there just like hate it. They're just like Ghostbusters 2 is garbage. And I'm like,
I don't think it was too bad.
No, I love it. I'm like
Yeah.
a lot. I really like that.
Yeah, at all.
In fact, I got I drew a picture like this one that I'm doing right now of Winston. And then I did a con in Louisiana, and Ernie Hudson, who plays him, was there.
Oh, nice.
And it's one of my few pieces of art that I've done that I kept for myself because he autographed it, signed it to me.
Oh, yeah.
It's framed and hanging on my wall.
You definitely keep something like that, don't you?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was just like, I might as well have been 8 years old again when I walked up to his table. I was like, oh, my God. It's Winston. I know your real name is Ernie Hudson, sir, but it'll always be... I'm like, he's like in phenomenal shape, and he's just a happy-go-lucky guy with time for everybody, and just
right. And it's nice when the celebrities are like that, you know.
Yes, it's definitely a positive experience.
Yeah, man. Because I heard some of them are pretty nasty. You know, sometimes people meet them and it's like total opposite of what they're expecting.
Yeah. I've definitely had my negative run-ins that I will not go into on the show.
Right. I haven't met too many, so
there's a few that I could do without.
Right. And I mean, I understand for them, but you must understand too that once you're in a certain position, you have a certain amount of obligation to, to treat people nice and be with respect,
Exactly.
That's it goes, unfortunately, just all it goes.
I mean, even when you're just a low-level yard sale artist, I still remember how it felt to be treated, when I was on the other side of the table at the convention.
Well, and that's right. And you know what? Yeah. That is the important thing, is remembering how you feel. Certain people treat you a certain way,
Exactly.
That's the most important thing. Because, I mean, the thing is, like most people, they tend to forget the better things most of the time, but the bad things stick out in your mind forever.
Yep. That's correct.
Someone does something bad to you. Okay, I think that's enough for this Nightwing. I'm going to get on to inking this page now. That
is a great looking Nightwing. Anybody in the chat who's interested, I assume that is for sale.
So everything's for sale.
Everything you see is for sale. So if you're interested in the Nightwing that Mark just laid down, sound off in the chat, and we will broker a deal, folks. I got to catch up on the chat. I've been just talking. Dr. Kaz in the house. I got to catch up on some of this chat. Let's see. We've got a couple votes for Pete Venkman from GLHG and Bob Buster. Bob Buster and I are seeing eye to eye. He loves Pete Venkman and Ernie Hudson as well. I'm so excited to see Dr. Kaz here.
Hey, sir.
Hyperion's Atomic Vision loves Venkman. You can't go wrong there. Duchess can't choose. That's fair. It's hard.
Yeah, it is pretty difficult, I must say. I guess it's for the sake of the stream,
GLHC asks, is John involved in any of those negative run-ins at the convention? And I'm happy to say no. Even when I met John as a fan, he was always nice. John's always professional. Conducts himself very, very well at conventions. So I know you're just joking, GLHC, but I like to tell everybody that when you go to John Beatty's table at a convention, he's going to treat you the way he wanted to be treated. So
yeah,
he's one of the good ones. Most of them are good ones. Oh, listen to this. It says, from Noah the Hyper Potato, and I know a little bit about this guy. He says he's going to need Mark to draw him a Sergeant Rock in the future.
Yeah.
And knowing what I know about Noah the Hyper Potato, if you draw a Sergeant Rock, it's basically like drawing a bill for him, like a bill he has to pay. So only draw it if you really want to get into his pockets.
Cool. I'm not that familiar with Sergeant Rock. I hope that doesn't sound bad.
Well, there's always time to learn.
Yeah, exactly.
I tell you what, sometimes you get crazy commissions. Lord knows I know. I did one today, and the guy who commissioned it is in the chat.
Nice.
Of a character I had never heard of, named Airwalker.
Airwalker? No, never heard of that either.
Marvel character.
Yeah, that's
Apparently
new to me.
made a few appearances in Fantastic Four. I had never heard of it until today,
Yeah.
and I did a commission.
Got me.
If I had it handy, I'd show it, but it's in the other room. It's in my to be mailed stack. I'm very organized, people.
Yeah, you got me with that one.
Yeah, I got it myself.
Yeah.
When he said Airwalker, and I was like, okay. To the Google machine. Oh, no, the Hyper Potato says, my wife says she now wants to hear dad rap. That's a big negative. You can play that back for her on the, replay of this
On the
stream.
replay.
Bob Buster has actually heard the name Airwalker before. Congratulations, Bob. Only you
Yeah.
and one other person in this stream knows who that is. Well, I do now because I drew him today at this very table. And the only reason I didn't stream any book page sketch drawings today is because I knew that me and Mark would be here tonight streaming for you lovely people.
Yep. In the flesh.
Yeah, we're almost hitting that first hour. As you can see, I am nowhere near done as predicted.
Yeah. I'm gonna put this one aside now, like I said.
All right. Mark's going to put Nightwing to the side. If anyone's interested in purchasing that Nightwing sketch, again, sound off in the chat.
Okay.
And if you're watching this on a replay, if you weren't watching it live, but you're watching a replay, you see our Twitter handles down there at the bottom. It's also my Facebook and Instagram handle. If you're interested in picking up that Nightwing you just saw, you can hit either one of us up. Chat Mark on Twitter. You can hit me up, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or whatever. Just let me know, hey, I'm interested in that Nightwing that Mark did, and I will hook you guys up. Pretty sweet, sweet Nightwing.
All right, my ink.
Oh, I know for a fact that pencil page by Mark Hatherly that just hit his table.
Yeah.
Page from a comic book that he and I are working on together. I wrote it. He is penciling it and foolishly agreed to ink it as well.
Yeah, I'm looking at it cringing now.
Yeah, you're like, oh, you thought you were sticking me with all that detail, but
Yeah, I said too. Yeah,
right.
and I was laughing too.
You're like, Jared, that sucker. That's our comic book called Shipwrecker. I would say look for it in 2022.
Worked for me. Hopefully sooner, but hey.
Maybe sooner, but
Yeah, but that's a good prospect.
I would say giving us a little 2-year breather room.
It is a ton of, it's a good bit of work, you know?
Yeah, it's like 48 pages.
Yeah, it's a good
And
bit
you've
of work.
penciled, I want to say about maybe 7 or 8.
Yeah, I think it's about somewhere around that.
Yep. And great work as everyone at home can see. I'm gonna put them on the big board actually. There's Mark's solo layout. Look at the pencil work. It's just amazing on that. And really looking forward to bringing you guys Shipwrecker. Like it said, we're not in a huge hurry. We're going to get it kind of done slow and steady behind the scenes. And then we'll probably drop, once we're close to being done with it, we'll probably drop an online fundraiser for it so we can fund the printing process and put some money into Mark Hatherly's pockets.
Yeah.
And we'll do that.
Light's not too bad, but hey.
Duchess is over here making demands now, telling me to zoom in, and she's being very demanding.
Yeah.
Could you like look over at her and just give her a look for me?
Yeah, she's not in the room. She started getting out of the room. She must have caught on.
It's funny though because I was thinking the same thing. She's absolutely right. So yeah, look forward to some Shipwrecker. John Beatty says he's going to be live streaming 24/7 starting this weekend. 24 hours, 7 days a week of John Beatty art live stream.
Good luck.
It's called Do Everything with John. Go where John goes. See what John sees. The bathroom visits are what I'm most concerned about. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
What up, Undertale? Thanks for stopping by. It's cool to see you in the chat.
All right, let's see. Where am I going to start? I guess spotting the blacks.
Wherever you want to start, amigo. What I need to do is on our Tuesday nights. This, I think it's going to be a regular thing, folks, by the way, the Tuesday night drawing with Jarrod and Mark whenever we can, obviously. What I need to do is get a backstage for the Duchess.
Yeah.
And then that way she can be handling the zoom ins.
Yeah.
And if she doesn't mind having like her audio mic on, she can talk the questions and all that stuff.
That'd be good.
We could work that out. But then I get like this impression that there'd be like kids just running all over your house.
Yeah. I can't say that it won't happen, you know what I mean? Can't make you any promises on that.
I don't want to be responsible for like your house burning down.
Yeah.
The abrupt end of the live stream, like, oh, something's on fire.
Yep, gotta run.
But I've
Smell smoke.
I'd be more than happy to bring the Duchess in. She's been a great help, always is, and I do appreciate you, Duchess. So I take it back, Mark. Don't give her a look. Don't give her a look. You weren't going to anyway because you know better, but
yeah, well, you know what time it is. The stream's not gonna be on forever, you know.
That's right. Real life is gonna hit you real hard.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, Duchess, we'll talk about that. Duchess, just got to figure out how to get you the right backstage link, and we'll teach you how to. It's very simple to run StreamYard. It's just hard to draw and keep up at the same time.
Well, that's the thing, right? And you don't want to seem like, you know, you're not paying attention to anyone, you know?
I know. Like I have to look up, see what's up. I have no idea what Kirk's going on about in that chat, but I feel like he's getting me in trouble in some way, shape, or form. Look at Mark Hatherly go with that brush.
Yeah, this brush is like a gripple good in every single direction.
Put you on the
some nights it works out, and some nights it just goes where it wants to go.
Oh, you know, we was on with John. I don't remember if you were on that episode or not, but John gave us the tip. He said you rinse it off with the water and then you put it in your mouth. Little saliva.
I done there.
Repoint, and I've been doing that ever since John gave us that tip.
And you know, I done at the last page I done, and it worked.
I know. I hate telling John he was right about anything, but he was right on this one.
Yeah, he was right. I may have to stop and just go and do this one.
It's almost like he's been inking his whole career.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess we should have probably listened to him.
No, there you go. I see.
Oh, Undertale is well, I won't say his name. I don't know if you want his name said on our stream or not, but Undertale is the son of John. Welcome, Undertale. You know you're the coolest and you're always appreciated here.
Yep. Nice to see you. Or hear from you.
It would, I mean, both John and I would love to get him like on the show. Like my son wants to draw, and my son's actually a good artist, and he wants to draw on the live stream, and I want him to, but I'm like, I don't know how that works now with the whole Copa thing.
Right.
Our channel is set for, not quote unquote not for kids. As you can see, it's not.
Right.
It's not adult content, but it's not aimed at kids.
Right. You have to be right. You have to be very careful.
Yeah, I don't think that we can even have a kid on, because my son is 13, and they'd probably say, "Oh, now you're trying to appeal to kids." I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of that stuff doesn't sit too well in today's society as it is. Have to be very careful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like John just said in the chat, which means you can't have kids on. Yep. But that'd be a shame, because John's boy would be awesome, like his chat checker checking the chats.
Right.
I know he'd do a great job at it. I'm getting a phone call from my son's school, which is weird because it's 6:05 p.m., so he's not there.
Nice.
So I'll just take the voicemail, since it can't possibly be some emergency.
Yeah.
He's already home. Good looking page there. I'm going to go back to double view. See what I've missed in the chat. I see you there, Bob Buster. We may have to bring Bob on sometime. Chat, and I know he likes doodles and draws as well.
No harm in that.
Mm-hmm. Using that Sharpie no bleed again, soliding up some lines, sharpening up some points. My son, since this has come up in the chat, what his nickname is, he's got a couple. He's known around here as Chico. We call him Chico from Puerto Rico.
Nice.
His mama's his mom. It's like we're divorced or something. My wife and and his mother is Puerto Rican, and ever since he was little, we called him Chico from Puerto Rico.
Yep.
And
carefully.
He's also known as Cool Cabbage.
Nice.
That's like his online handle.
Works for me.
Beatty dropped a reading Zach, trying to talk to Beatty. Beatty dropped a father in the chat because he knows that's how my 13-year-old son refers to me. He doesn't call me dad,
father,
pops, or anything like that. He calls me father. And everybody who ever hears it's like, I can't believe you make your son call you father. And I'm like, I don't make him do that.
He does it on his own.
He started doing it a few years ago. And, I mean, it amused me. But
yeah,
he calls me father.
So it's one of those things, huh?
Duchess asked, do I only have one child? No, I have two. I have a 13-year-old and a 5-year-old.
Nice.
It is every bit of an adventure.
I could imagine.
They are good kids, though. I am very blessed with good kids.
Yep, so far so good on my side as well, Feels a long way, I tell you that.
Yeah, we'll find out once Jordan gets to high school.
Well,
which is right around the corner.
Yeah. That's always something to think about. Your next step.
Someone told me that your first son used to call you by your first name, Mark.
I believe in the beginning,
That's just what I heard
in the early
recently
part.
on the internet.
Yeah,
I just heard
in
that.
the early part, I think it was like that. Maybe it's always an interesting thing when you have children.
Indeed, sir. Indeed. Yep. Well, we are at the. Can you believe it's been 1 hour and 11 minutes?
Nice.
Mark's just going to town with that brush. I'm still working on the same drawing I started with.
Normally, I can get about a page done in a night, you know.
Okay, so Shipwrecker will be done in 2 months, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here.
Yep. That's my honesty penciling, dude.
You heard it here first. 2 months.
Yeah, if I really focused on, I normally got a page done in a night.
Now, here's a process question for you. Since you did foolishly agree to do the inks and the pencils, will that change your process? Will you start going to ink sooner as you do more pages, or?
I hope not. I don't think so though, because then I got in the rhythm of doing like very refined pencils because I knew someone else had to ink it. I think I'm gonna keep going because it makes it a lot easier. Because sometimes if I do it myself, it's like you really don't finish how you should finish, and then you're actually changing a lot of things as you go, which makes it kind of difficult. As opposed to just inking over mostly stuff where you can see, and just adding a few things here and there. I think that's probably why I think I'm getting through the pages so fast, because there's not really much to change or add in. But obviously, the other tricky part is the fact that going back and looking at them again, I see a lot of things that I probably would do slightly different. And that becomes a problem as well, because then you try to change it, as opposed to if I just left it and sent it off to you to ink.
I got you.
Yeah. But hey, it's all in good spirit. A lot of fun. Keeps me busy at night.
There you go.
Keeps me out of trouble. Looking good, Jared.
Thanks, man. We'll get there eventually.
Yeah, looking good, sir.
I'll be honest with you and everybody else on the stream. I when I was looking at the different model shots that I was thinking about using, I kind of was like, I don't know if I use this one because of the cigarette. It's passe now, right? Cigarettes.
Right.
I was like, I don't want parents to be turned off by the drawing.
Right, because of the cigarette.
But then I remembered about 90% of the drawings that I sell are not to kids.
Well,
I was like, you know what?
Exactly.
Draw the one you like, and then I can always come back.
Exactly.
And do a non-cigarette one later.
I think the cigarette has a nice touch to it,
It definitely is evocative of the film. What you want. John just asked a question. Am I going to ink that Spider-Man pinup live streaming? which I have right here. There's the pencils by Mark Hatherly that I will be inking for Dr. Kaz. I might. It really depends on how everything shakes out. If I'm on a live stream and or I've got one coming up and I need some work to do, then I will grab it. But I may do it in my quiet time too. You never know.
Yeah, exactly. But it helps to have something that you can work on, you know, on the live streams as well.
Yup.
I think it'd be good for me to do the pages because then I got them done, you know.
Mark has now figured out why I've invited him to a weekly Tuesday night live stream.
Yeah, I finally caught on.
I tricked him.
Yeah, all makes sense now.
It's all coming together. I should check the chat every once in a while. Oh, I got people clamoring to have me ink Spider-Man in a live stream.
Nice.
Oh, I'm certain that could work out.
People like Spider-Man.
That could work out. I wouldn't have any reservations against it.
Yep, exactly. No harm in that.
Oh, look at that. All right.
Okay, looks like we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, well, you are.
Slowly but surely. Yeah. Slowly but surely.
I see you're inking from the bottom up.
Yeah, I just go all over the place, to be honest with you.
As you'll notice on my piece, I try to work from the top left to the bottom right. Because I'm right-handed, and that way I won't drag my hand.
Right. I think a lot of times I look most of the time like where a lot of the black is. And I would just start there. I don't know why. I guess instinctually, like I a lot of times I would just look at the page and wherever the biggest patch of black is, I just tend to just gravitate towards that spot. And then I probably would, from here, I probably might even go to the top panel, you know what I mean? And then just jump around a bit. Because like I said, you want to let stuff dry as you go. So it doesn't really, you don't smudge anything.
Right.
But it's all good.
I'm trying to be like you and get all fancy and flavorful and fast over here.
Go for it.
It's not working out.
No. I don't know. You better stop there. Whatever works, sir.
See what's going on in the chat. Chola says that was a 5-year-old wolf pup that would totally watch me ink that Spider-Man. Well, I guess the votes are in, people. I'll be inking it
next stream, huh?
On stream, yeah. Maybe next Tuesday night.
You got a lot of interest in it.
Next Tuesday night, you might need to be here if you want to see some streaming action. Of course, it is all dependent.
Yeah.
On what happens with commissions.
Yeah.
I got something I got to do to pay the bills. Of course, that is a commission. Exactly. That is a commission. That's a Kaz commission. I forgot.
Yeah, so there you go.
How am I going to forget? Forgive me, Kaz. I forgot.
Yeah, well, that's a good man. You helped me out.
I do need to get it done.
Helped me out immensely.
But yeah, I think there's a good chance you'll see me Ink Spidey on the live stream.
I'm actually curious to see how it looks.
Me too.
Once it's finished. I mean, well, I'm hoping. Well, my thing is, I'm hoping that it's clear enough, where you could have some direction to go. And obviously, you put your own twist to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm hoping that it's clear enough.
I'll just like I always do when I get a piece from you like this, I stare at it and go, how am I going to do this? And then I just start doing things.
No, that's it. Once you get going, I mean, it's strange. Yeah, once you just start going, it's like.
Ooh, I've got an interesting question for you from the chat. GLHC asks, if you could ask a commission from anyone alive or dead, who would it be and what would you ask for?
If I could get a commission from anyone alive or dead,
and
who would it be?
Who would it be and what would you ask for?
I'll just say Jack Kirby. But I think I would probably ask Michael Turner.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, it'll probably be like a Superman from Michael Turner.
Oh, I like it. I'd probably go with probably Michelangelo, the Renaissance painter, and then I could sell it and be a millionaire.
That works too.
This has been cheating with Jarrod. I think if it was up to me, let's get the obvious out of the way, okay? Aside from the greatest artist of all time, which is John Beatty, we all know that. That's a given. So if it wasn't John, I would say, I would probably want just the most kick butt Batman you ever saw by Norm Brayfogle.
Cool.
I love Norm Brayfogle.
But it's
I remember that was such a weird thing to say, like when I was a kid.
But you know, right? That is a hard question because now I'm thinking of John Buscema.
Oh yeah.
And Conan.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that's a tough one, really.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, exactly. When you say alive or dead, it's like it's limitless. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. Yeah,
it's pretty limitless.
But yeah, I remember like in the early 90s, I was all about Brayfogle Batman,
right.
But that was the time when like everybody was all about McFarlane and Jim Lee and Liefeld. And so when people would be like, Brayfogle, who the heck is that? But luckily Brayfogle got some love in his time. He started getting very popular again.
And that's the funny thing, because a lot of guys are just, they don't make a lot of fuss. So they tend to go under the radar, and you realize one day you just look at the artwork and say, man, this guy's actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, it's just strange how some people, I guess, the charisma they generate, they just get noticed more, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I know exactly what you mean. Got some Duchess likes Michael Turner's Wonder Woman. You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Joe Kubert, Sergeant Rock for Noah the Hyper Potato. No surprise there, but a good one. Noah the Hyper Potato would love a Brian Boland original. Brayfogle's giving it up, or Bob Buster's giving it up for Brayfogle. I love the love.
All right, where am I to on this?
Just getting it done over there. I love it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to the top now, I think. I'm making in this guy's coat.
We've been at it for an hour and 24. And so now probably will kill it here in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, works for
Even
me.
though I didn't finish, but I will.
Yeah, exactly.
I got
No,
pretty
I
close
didn't.
with the roughs. I
I
just got to
didn't
come
finish
back
either,
and find out some of this. And luckily, the backpack is kind of where things get a little easier because it's going to be a ton of black all through here and just a little line work. So I got real close. I probably have about an hour on this.
It's funny how fast the time goes, huh?
It'll play tricks on you
Yeah, the time goes quite fast. I must say.
every time I do a live stream. No matter whose live stream, mine or John's or whatever, it's always
Yep.
boom and it's over. GLHG called shenanigans and says, apparently I'm legally bound to finish these before I end the stream. I didn't know there was a legal consequence. Sticking it to me tonight, man.
Good luck.
Well, I'm pretty close to being done. What I do with these black and whites is once I get the black and white done, I scan it. And I got a couple of digital colorists that I work with, and this one I'm really hoping to use one that John put me onto over in India. She's really, really talented.
Oh, right.
I haven't used her in probably maybe 2 years. It's been a while, so I hope she's still in the game.
Yeah, exactly.
And if not, I got some other talented folks that I like to use, but she'd be perfect because she did the other two. So the theme would be spot on.
Right. Yeah, that's what I need to find, someone who could do some coloring work for me.
I can help you with that.
Yeah. Because I actually sent a request to you on Twitter. I don't know if you saw it enough for the spawn piece.
Go on.
I was wondering if I can get someone to color that one. I was kind of curious to see what it would look like colored, you know?
You know, now that you mentioned that, it does ring a bell, and I must have fallen off my radar. I apologize.
Right.
I
I don't want to. Yeah, no pressure. You know.
I lost it in the shuffle, man. I vaguely remember you sending me something about a spawn.
Yeah.
And then I promptly dropped the ball, I think. So let me
that's all right.
look at that.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, whatever it's gonna cost me, you know, out of mind. I would like to see it would look nice. I think if it was colored.
Right. I track you.
But I don't have any connections to a colorist. I mean, I used to like Ace, but I don't know, Ace seem like I can't find them anymore these days.
Yeah, Ace has kind of had a rough go lately.
Yeah, I remember you saying right, it's free enough, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I track you.
Yeah, but it's all good. Yeah, because here, I mean, eventually I was going to look into like getting the software, but the stuff is, you know, it's tricky to do the coloring and all that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really my thing, you know.
Yeah,
Not my
I
forte.
keep telling myself that one of these days I'm gonna have to learn how to do the whole
Right.
digital
Well,
art thing, but I just can't get
Yeah,
away
that's
from
the thing.
paper and pens.
Right, exactly. And I like pencil and paper, you know. I'm not really big on the digital and all that.
Yeah, I hear you. Nova the Hyper Potato says, Mark, you're making the shadows and folds in that suit look amazing. Nice job on the inking.
Thanks, thank you. Hey, mate, it helps.
Hey,
Believe me.
positive feedback.
Yeah, exactly. It helps. Believe you.
I came close. People are still giving me grief in the chat. GLHG asks, is there any hints what Shipwrecker is going to be about? Yes, GLHG, I will give you some hints. I want you to think of James Bond, and then I want you to think of pirate zombies. And there you go.
Yeah.
What questions do you have?
I can't wait to draw them. It'll be fun.
What questions do you have, Jill? No, Duchess, I don't mind talking about it. I mean, I won't go into the details of the story, but the overall concept is very much a James Bond fight some zombies tale.
Yep.
In case you haven't figured it out, that's kind of what I do. I take in my first book was about werewolves. And the next one I got in the pipeline is about Frankenstein's monster. This one's all about zombies. And I try to put a little spin on it, like something you maybe haven't really seen before. Hence the Hamilton versus Burr, a werewolf tale, is, a retelling of Hamilton and Burr's relationship in early American history, except this time one of them's a werewolf.
Yep.
Just a little twist on the genres is kind of what I do.
Not easy writing,
Man, it is so hot and cold, man. Sometimes it just flows right out of you. And
I can imagine.
Sometimes you just step away. Most of the time, once I get going, once I sit down and do it, it just boom.
Right.
It's just a matter of finding a quiet moment and all that.
Yeah, exactly.
Bob Buster says, I can almost hear Connery saying, "Die, you flesh-eating zombie," or "The day is mine, zombies." You have. See, Duchess says you have to do one with vampires and werewolves. Well, Duchess, I have a vampire story that's been brewing for a while. And in fact, I gave it to my brother to flesh out, but I may have to take it back from him.
Oh, man.
And yeah, there's a potential. Let's just say there's a potential for some crossovers as this universe starts to flesh out that I'm building.
There you go.
Oh, look at that! It's 3 minutes past 90 minutes. Nobody was going to say anything, though, because, I'm apparently contractually obligated. All I've got is a little backpack left, people. I swear I'll finish it.
Well, I got about a quarter done.
Hey,
I'll
you
be
know
black
what?
inks.
It's a quarter more than you had at the
Exactly.
beginning of the stream. It's all
Yeah,
about
and I mean,
progress.
And I think for these streams, I'll do like maybe a headshot, something to break it up a bit, and then I'll just go to the inking of the pages or something like that.
Duchess asks a good question. How many copies do you plan to print? The answer to that, Duchess, is as many as I can sell.
There you go.
But without being a smart butt, I will tell you that when I did Hamilton versus Burr, a werewolf tale, I did a print order of 500.
Nice.
And I'm getting pretty darn low. That's my favorite part of that story.
Yeah.
I'm getting very low.
That's always a good thing. That's a good thing,
So, yeah, and I think, honestly, Shipwrecker is going to exceed Hamilton versus Burr by a lot. Well, not only because I'm hopeful, but because, Hamilton versus Burr was done completely on my own. I funded everything. Every facet of it.
Right.
So, if I plan on doing some crowdfunding on the internet for Shipwrecker, which means a lot more interest, a lot more people looking into it, which equals a lot more copies to print and sell. So,
well, let's just hope for the best,
we'll see what we can do.
Exactly.
But I will say this: the key to running a good internet campaign for your comic is to make sure your comic is done.
Yeah, exactly.
Before you start to run it.
Yep. But it's amazing what little I've done with comics. The amount of work that goes into it is amazing. Like when I look at some of the stuff guys have done, I mean, I can't imagine what they must have went through, like, to complete some of the projects.
Yeah, I tell you what, Honcho one from beginning to end, like I did with Hampton versus Burr, it's a hustle game, man.
I could imagine. It's a lot goes into it.
It's just all these tiny little details,
Yeah, exactly.
I get called by the printer. Hey, this there's 2 pages here that don't quite sit right. Okay, well, let me get the digital guy to take a look at it.
Yep.
All that jazz.
Well, that's the thing. A lot more goes into things that meets the eye,
Oh, yeah. Those of you at home, don't worry about these marks I just put on my table. I clean it. They come right off with a little nail polish remover. Is the secret.
I gotta clean my table off, man.
Of course, the more streaks I leave on the table, the more legit and cool I look as an artist, because they're like,
yeah, exactly,
drawing all the time.
Yeah, exactly. They can scribble some pencil on and spread a little bit of ink all over the place. Make it look like you're doing something.
No problem, Duchess. Duchess, I appreciate. She said congratulations on the hustle, putting the book out, and don't forget to sign my copies when I buy them. Something tells me you're not going to need to be buying copies, Duchess. You probably have your very own free copies. But doing the hustle is great though, because now I know a lot about process. I'm a yard sale artist, so I found the good deals on.
You must learn. Yeah, I learned a lot about going on doing it.
On the printing and all that. I think you can go whenever you want, by the way. I think I'm going to succumb to the pressure of the live stream.
Well,
in that I am so close to finishing this.
I figure as long as I stay on this, while you're going, I can go as well. And they're telling them what's going to happen once I stop. Say, once the stream stops, you know what I mean? Can't make it.
I understand.
But yeah, now I'm getting in a low rhythm myself, so.
At least, I got to get the roughs down.
Exactly.
Which I'm almost done already.
But that's my main thing I'm trying to do, just get the spot most of the blacks. And then I could do the rest, like a lot of the finer details, like maybe tomorrow or something like that. Now I see why having a good ink is so valuable, you know. and people like, you know, tend to look at the ink as like not true artists, but I mean.
Oh, but people don't know.
Exactly.
The time, the effort, it's a whole different product.
It is a whole, yeah.
Touches it. Yeah, more people should take the time to go look at like some of their favorite artists and stuff. Go look at their rough pencil work.
Yeah.
And then go look at see what it looks like once their inker has done it.
Yeah.
You'll be like,
I had I had the Batman Hush, the unwrapped from Jim Lee, and I had the one with just Scott Williams inks on it. And some of the pages, I mean, obviously Jim Lee is excellent pages, but some of them it's hard to really tell, you know,
Mm-hmm.
what to pull. And I guess I've been working together for so long, because when you look at some of the pages, you say, oh, I mean, like a lot of stuff you can't really pull it out in your mind, like backgrounds and things. But then when you see the finished inks, you see like a lot more, you know. But with those two, I mean, they can read each other, so you know. But it's a lot of work, you know. There's a lot of detail in there.
Yep, inking, the most maybe undersung portion of the comic process. I have
Yep.
I have inked three books. I'm in the middle of my fourth book for White Rocket. So I hear you. I should probably bring a page from that on here. I just got to contact Van and make sure it's okay with him if I ink a page on the stream. He's usually pretty chill about it. He's like,
right.
He doesn't stress out about. I mean, let's be honest. If someone actually like wanted to steal my idea, I'd probably be more flattered than mad.
There you go.
Like, really? You liked it that much?
Yeah.
What was it that grabbed you?
Exactly. Because then you can do more of it. And I think it's nice, you know, because I mean, you feel like seeing one page is you're not gonna put the story together, you know what I mean?
Right.
But at least you get a little taste of what, you know, what's to come, you know. But I can understand too, like people that don't want anything revealed, which is fair enough.
I mean, yeah, I think if you're working for, you know, especially a big company like Marvel, DC, something like
exactly.
that.
Right. You could understand.
Keep your stuff under wraps, but you know,
right.
When you're working at White Rocket, like we are,
right? Exactly.
Which does not to besmirch White Rocket, right? Van Plexico, he owns White Rocket. He writes wonderful books, and we just started making comics a couple of years ago because
nice.
Became Twitter friends.
Well, right.
And I was like, hey, I read something of his, and I was like, hey, this is really good. Have you ever thought about turning it into a comic? And he was like, yeah, I have. And I'm like, okay, well, I can help make that dream a reality. So we started working together.
So that's what all that it takes, huh?
Pretty much.
Yeah, sometimes that's all it takes.
Pretty much.
I don't mind because it's giving me something to do, you know. I like comics. I like drawing.
Hell yeah. Problem is, deep down inside, I suspect that I'm a better writer than I am an artist. But I gotta do it, I gotta draw. I don't know why.
Right. Drawing's nice. I like drawing. It just takes so much time and practice, you know.
I do know.
And then it's hard when you have to, like, some things you need to try to find a reference for different things, and then it's like you find
like Airwalker.
Yeah. Then you have to try to like fit it in with your own style on it, you know. So it takes time. And it's amazing how different things look in your mind as opposed to in real life.
That's for sure.
Like even if you draw something like, say, for instance, like even a fire hydrant or something like that, you know.
You know what? You bring up a great point, and
yeah,
something we could tell our listeners, our viewers right now. You bring up a wonderful point. Like, to be a good, successful comic book artist, everybody focuses on drawing like the coolest characters, but it's really the guys that can draw a decent character, in an action pose, and two people having coffee, and cars driving down the street, and a helicopter flying over a city. Not that you know anything about that.
Yeah, but that's the thing, right? You know, you have to the backgrounds and stuff like that, is what really sells it. I mean, obviously you have to have decent looking people, but the realism is going to come from the backgrounds, like that fire hydrant that's sitting on the side of the road.
You got that.
Well, in my opinion,
I concur with you.
because I know there's like most books that I look at, I always seem to gravitate towards the backgrounds. And I don't know why I've always been fascinated with that, because I think it's just the realism that caught me with comics, period. Because I mean, you have like manga and different types of artwork, but with the action comics, it's cartoon, but it's realistic. Like the people still look like people. So that's
Comics is definitely an interesting mixture.
It is a very interesting mixture.
So I hope you're happy, folks in the chat. You guilted me into an extra 16 minutes. I just about have this where I want it. There's just a final pencil erases and some hardline tweaks on this Ray piece. We've been chatting a lot, and I've been focused on the drawing, trying to get it done, so I wouldn't be called a slacker by people in the chat. So let me check that chat. What have I missed? I
don't want to miss anybody either.
And, Bob made the same comment you did, comparing Jim Lee's pencils before and after the Scott Williams ink, because that's what you were talking about.
Yep. I think it's very fascinating.
And it's a lot of agreements that inking is underappreciated. Bob Buster mentioned lettering. Yep.
Oh, lettering, yeah. But that's the whole part of the process, huh? It all plays into the factor. Without it, you don't got a proper looking comic.
Yep, indeed. GL said some very nice things in the chat about how he appreciates us sharing our insights and stuff. That's why he enjoys us.
The least I can do,
Yeah. And we appreciate you asking questions, man. It gives us something to talk about.
and the support, yeah.
Now I'm just going to sit here and noodle on this thing. I can't believe, and I'm probably going to curse him because I've said this now. I can't believe I'm putting Mark on the big board. Y'all look at this. Just do what you do, Mark. Don't get nervous. He is hand inking the frames of this window. No brush. Look how straight those lines are. Now I've cursed him. He's probably going to just be all over the place.
Yeah, I'm going to just cover up like the Hill helicopter now.
Oh my goodness. He is hand inking. Look at that. Look at those straight lines. I'm glad I got this guy on my comic creating team. I'll tell you that for nothing.
Definitely takes a bit of practice, I must say.
I'm sure that Mark and I will be comic creating buddies for probably a year and a half or 2 years, and someone's going to come snatch him up, and he's going to be like,
Hey,
yard sale artist. I think I knew a guy once named I don't.
I'm always indebted to you, Mr. Jerry.
No debt at all. Just no debt outside of a friendship.
Just like the first person that showed any interest, I'll be honest with you.
Hey, that is one of my hidden talents is to.
No one else cared enough,
Hey, I love surfing around Twitter and looking for undiscovered talent. And I'm not big time, but I can help as much as I can, and that's what I like to do.
Well, I just, like I said, I just remain humble because I know this for me is like more of a hobby than anything else, and it's a lot of fun.
You got that right. And
like I always said, my goal in starting this again was to at least see my work published in at least one book, colored and stuff, to see what it would look like.
That I can make happen.
Yeah. Honestly, God, that's even if I do just one book, I'm happy.
And I had the same attitude. Like when I got the gig to draw sketch cards for Marvel and Upper Deck, I know it's not a huge gig or anything like that, but
Yeah,
I was just,
Yeah.
I called my dad and I'm like, I am going to get a paycheck from Marvel.
Hey,
And
it's
I
a lot
just
more than
couldn't
a lot of
believe
us
it.
can say, huh? It's more than I can say.
That's just because they haven't found you yet.
Yeah.
The hard part about that, the sketch card game, is like there's a certain amount of turnover for the people who run it.
Right.
And so, like, you get in good with somebody, you know, and they go, okay, yeah, you know, I want you to do X amount of cards. And the next thing you know, they don't work there anymore.
Very
And now there's a new talent manager who's hiring in all their favorites, you know, and you gotta like kind of reprove yourself.
Yeah, but and that's the thing too, you know. If somebody likes you, then that's half the battle.
Yep. And going full circle, folks, that is why you treat everybody
Yeah.
the way you want to be treated, especially at your comic conventions. And I mean, of course, you should do that every day in life.
Exactly.
Because you never really know who's standing in front of you.
Nope.
It could be the person to make or break you. It could be the person who what you say will change the course of their lives.
Yeah, exactly.
So treat it carefully, everybody. Told you get more than just drawing on this channel. Life advice. All right, I'm gonna go solo layout on my side for the first time, I think, all night. Is this good enough, people? Are you not entertained? What more can I do for you?
Looks good to me,
sir. I do want to put a little bit of a hook. Thank you. A little hook under that eye. Give it a little. This is where I just start noodling and more lines is the old joke we used to use on John's channel. At some point, you have to stop drawing lines.
I know. That's the hardest part, and never meant to stop.
But since our soundtrack for the night is now done, and let me go back to split screen.
Yeah, I got one more pan to do. I think that's going to be it for me too.
All right, excellent. We are at the 1 hour and 52. We went a little long. Thank you, Duchess, for the kind words. GLHG, to answer your question, I did some cards for the Marvel Premiere set in 2017. Is that right? 2017, Marvel Premiere 2017. They may have come out in 2018, or it might have been Marvel Premiere 2018. I can't remember. It was either Marvel Premieres 2017 or 2018. Top of my head, I can't remember which one it was. It's not good. But I did 25 cards. I've seen them pop up from time to time on eBay. My brother owns one. He got one of the best ones, one of my favorite ones. It popped up on eBay and he bought it. So it's at my brother's house, which amuses me.
Nice. That's what we call support, mate.
Yeah. So there's a little black and white Ray from Ghostbusters. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. You see our Twitter handles on the screen. It's also my Facebook and Instagram. Is that also any other social media handle for you, Mark?
I had issues with Instagram. I have recently went back on it, but I don't even know what my handle will be. So once I get it.
Okay, so for now.
For now, that's it for now. So
the handle you see on the screen is his Twitter handle.
I got to get back all my followers and whatnot on Instagram again, but that's another story within itself.
Let's see that Nightwing one more time.
Oh,
if you got it handy. There you have it. I've been Jarrod Alberich, the art sale artist with the Ray from Ghostbusters, and on the right you'll see Mark took it away. He took it away. Now it's back again. You'll see Mark Hatherly's excellent Nightwing sketch, which is available for sale. So frankly, so is Ray from Ghostbusters. So if you're interested in either of these pieces, definitely hit us up at our Twitter handles, or again, mine is also Facebook and Instagram. So if you're if you're not a Twitter person and you still want that Nightwing, hit me up on Facebook or Instagram, and I will connect you with Mark so you can get that beautiful, beautiful piece.
Yeah, thank you.
Mark and I are both very affordable, so hit us up and we'll give you a copy. Thank you, Dr. Kaz. I'm glad you enjoyed the music. Thanks for mentioning the music. Again, it was provided by my buddy Joe November and his friend MC Till. Their album just came out. It is available on any of your favorite digital music platforms, iTunes, Google Play, yada, 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 on and on and on. The name of the album is Beats Without Homes. It is by Till November, because it's a combination of MC Till and Joe November since they collaborated. Please pick that up and say some very, very nice things about the album cover, because I did that as out of my normal style, very cartoony and fun. But please check out Beats Without Homes by Till November. I'd really appreciate that. And I appreciate each and every one of you for stopping by.
As always, thank you very much. And thank you, Jarrod, for inviting me again.
Oh, no problem. Like I said, regular thing.
Yep. Hope to see some more of it.
Yes. Look for us again at the same time next Tuesday. I think we're going to make this a Tuesday night regular. And we hope to see you back here. And make sure you like and subscribe to this Longbox Crusade feed, where we also do a lot of exciting podcasting stuff. So point your podcasters to Longbox Crusade, folks. We give you the good stuff. Thanks for stopping by, and good night, everybody.
Okay, good night.